Welcome to Champion Stepdad Podcast. My name is Neil Wadier, your host for discussions about being the best father figure and role model that you can be for the children that you are raising. We're building our band of brothers by focusing on empathy and accountability. We're here to support you and hold you accountable. Join the Champion Stepdad Facebook group and let's build the community. This is going to be a pretty short episode. I'm following up to the conversation that I had in episode number 8, where I discussed the importance of spouse first relationships, because I believe the foundation of a strong house is the relationship between you and your spouse, you and your significant other. And before I go into that, I do want to thank all of you who have provided feedback, support, encouragement about the growing community, and especially the people that are reaching out with comments and questions, because it shows that not only are you listening, we're growing the community, but you're also engaged and that you want to learn. And following episode 8, I was hit up by Devin Ray, and he asked a couple really good questions. And so I wanted to, rather than just post a response, him and I exchanged a couple messages, but rather than just posting a quick response, I actually wanted to give an explanation of what I meant by some of my comments. A couple of things that he was asking about is, what did I mean by a child first house suffers? And he wanted to know what does a child first house look like? And in my mind, a child first house is when the parents put their relationship second to the perceived needs or wants of the children. And I understand that kids need opportunities to pursue activities and sports, but if the parents go all out for the kids and don't take time to enhance their relationship, they're going to suffer in the long term. The kids are going to suffer in the long term. Even in blended families, children should not come first. The mother will maintain a strong bond with her children. You, as the stepdad, you're stepping in, and we understand that it's a unique role, and there's assumed limitations, there's built-in limitations, and sometimes they're frustrating, and I get it. And there's going to be that bond between the mother and her children. But prioritizing the marriage does not mean deprioritizing the children. It doesn't mean that they're less important. On the contrary, nurturing your relationship with your spouse is an investment in your relationship with the children. Kids are not second in a spouse first relationship. It's more complex than that. When adults focus on preserving their love and connection, everyone benefits. When parents feel disconnected, everyone suffers. When outside forces steal our attention for long periods, we feel the stress and overwhelm of busy lives. We might begin to neglect the our relationship with our spouse. We don't communicate as well, and we become less effective, sometimes become completely ineffective. Sexual relations begin to fade, passion erodes, we're less connected. It might be slight and subtle at first, and it might seem manageable. But if we lose sight of the marriage first mentality, the relationship becomes very different from what we intended. We start to experience gaps, and what was easy at first now takes a lot more effort. So I want you to consider, in your relationship, are you allowing children to rule the house, or are you emphasizing your relationship and putting your relationship with your spouse first? I highly suggest this be a very important conversation with you and your spouse so that you can come to an agreement on what this looks like for you. And if you have concerns about your relationship possibly taking a backseat to the kids, have a discussion about that. If you need to, involve a counselor. I strongly believe that the foundation of a strong household is a spouse first relationship. So thanks again, Devin, for your message. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you and the effort that you're putting forth to raising your amazing children, your amazing stepchildren. I appreciate you working to become the best father figures and mentors that you can be. I want you to keep pushing your boundaries. Never become satisfied with mediocrity. Thanks for listening. My name is Neil Wadier. Join the Champion Stepdad Facebook group and let's grow the community and build our band of brothers.